Hi, this is Dr. Rogini. So I just want to say thank you for following my YouTube channel and watching my videos. Today I'm going to share an important topic. It's very common. This is a question that my patients ask me. They are really concerned about how to change their life from non-healthy lifestyle, non-exercising lifestyle, and non-spiritual lifestyle to all that stuff, okay? So I'm gonna give you really good tips on how to change your life from here to amazing, okay? So it starts with baby steps. So I'm gonna share a little example of mine so you can kind of understand what I did in the past to get where I am. So the lifestyle change, because I changed for myself, this also helped my family, my children, my spouse. So everything kind of got transferred into my entire family. But it takes time, it takes patience. It doesn't happen overnight. So when I was in, this is about in 2005, when I was in chiropractic school. Chiropractic is a whole lifestyle, okay? So the profession of chiropractic, it's actually makes you change your whole life. It will start focusing on your diet, nutrition, spiritual alignment, emotional wellness, as well as exercise. All that stuff is part of that field. So I'm so grateful that I'm in this field. I'm also grateful that I can share this with many, many more people and transform their lives as well. So what I'm going to start here in terms of what I did in the past, so you can do it as well, okay? So how do you start? Especially when I was back in the days, I was actually living with my in-laws. So I had to change their way of eating. They had a whole different eating habit. We had a Sri Lankan diet with lots of rice, with lots of heavy meals, and there's a lot of there is no structure in the meal. So we had to shift that for our family. So what I did is we started with one thing at a time. So for example, in Sri Lankan meal, not every family does that, but they put, for example, salt in their rice. So all we did is eliminate the salt first. So we did one thing at a time. Then I had to change my stuff in the refrigerator. So for example, my kids will drink more non-dairy products. We'll give them like almond milk to rice milk. At the time, I don't think so, I introduced them oat milk, we gave them goat milk. So in order to support our family, we had to transition the items in the refrigerator. But when you live with other people, when they have a different lifestyle, it seems very hard, but you can start with one item at a time. And that's the best thing, because when you start thinking of changing the whole refrigerator, it gets overwhelming, right? You're gonna start thinking, how am I gonna do this? It's gonna cost a lot of money. Where am I gonna start, right? So start with one thing at a time. So for example, if you want to transition from dairy to non-dairy, you can definitely get rid of that milk and buy a replacement, right? Or if you want to go from non-organic milk to organic milk, so you replace that with organic milk. But you don't have to go and change everything to organic, especially if you're not used to doing this. It could be very overwhelming, and then you may shut down, and then you might not even do it, or you might give up very fast. Okay, so that's one thing. And then you can also do with your exercises, same thing, 5 minutes a day. Just start with that, especially if you're overweight and it's very painful. And I totally get it, because when you're overweight, your joints can't handle that workout. So you want to slowly get into it. If you start right away, let's say after watching this video, you get so excited, you want to do the 1 hour exercise, and all of a sudden next day you're gonna feel that pain. Okay, so and then you give up. You don't want that. So start with 5 minutes, do maybe speed walking, or do some minor squats. So if you have knee issues, you might not want to do squats. So you have to find the right thing for you. Okay, so just because somebody else told you that's good, it doesn't mean it serves you. You got to be very mindful of your weight, of your pain, of whatever is going on with you. Same thing with spirituality. So if you want to implement spirituality in your practice with meditation, start with 5 minutes of breath work. But again, don't do like right away 20 minutes and then give up because you can't do it. So it took me a lot of years to change that. And be patient. I'm still changing. There's always fine tuning. It never ends. Fine tuning to even more fine tuning. And you got to be okay with that. Sometimes you may lose patience, but at the end, it's not about transforming everything right away, but it's doing that one step at a time. And that's where the outcome comes in 10 years down the road. Okay. I see the results. I remember before I was in chiropractic school, I had a very weak immune system. I used to have neck spasms, all these things that were always resurfacing because my lifestyle was not the right kind of lifestyle. If you really want to hear it, I never used to drink water. Water was like disgusting to me at the time. Okay, this is before in my 20s. So I started really drinking water. I used to be even like questioning my roommate who would drink water only, and I will only drink sweet drinks. So I would question, how do you drink water? It doesn't taste good. But once I set up my mind that this is what I'm gonna do, and I did it. Now I cannot drink sweet drinks because it doesn't feel right in my body. So it is a process, it is a commitment, but you want to start with one thing at a time. So if you always drink juice or sweet drinks or some form of soda, just make sure, and you want to transform to water drinking, just do that only. Don't try to do that, exercise and meditate, and then you just give up, because it's not going to get you anywhere. And especially if you're very, very busy, your mom, you're an entrepreneur, or you work 9-to-5 job, you're very busy and your schedule is, you don't even have time to do that. Just do one thing. And this will get you so much further ahead than not doing at all. Yes, it will get you to the next level than not doing it all because you're overwhelmed or it looks very difficult to do. And especially nowadays, if you go on media, you can see people eating healthy lifestyle and all that stuff. And then people, they look at it, they start, and then they just quit. And I hear this a lot. I have a lot of clients who come in and say, I started this, but I just can't fit that in my schedule. The reason why they can't fit in the schedule is of doing 5 minutes, they end up doing 30 minutes. Right? And it takes their whole time away. But if you start with 5 minutes and incrementally add another 10 minutes, it will be so much easier, because now you're getting used to the new new lifestyle. By the time you realize, your whole lifestyle changes and your family follows you. Now my in-laws follow me too, because they also know now they shouldn't eat this way, so they're also more conscious than they used to be. They might not be doing the same thing what I'm doing right now, but they're definitely more aware than what they used to be 10 years or 20 years ago, right? So I would suggest, if you want to do all of that stuff is important for everyone. Spirituality, exercise, mindfulness, how you process emotion, education, knowledge, wisdom, all that stuff is important. So pick one of that and start with 5-10 minutes. If it's grocery shopping, if you always go to the same grocery store, maybe you feel like you want to buy something organic, or you want to buy something less packaged, more whole food, do one item at a time. By the time you realize, your whole refrigerator will be changed. You'll be surprised. So I'm hoping that this video really helped you. Let me know if there's any other tips you want from me, so I can definitely create more videos. But this is one of the common questions my clients ask me, so I thought, okay, let me share this on YouTube so more people can watch it and learn from this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you back on the next video.